it's really cumbersome to try and vet a contact. I have to click on all those buttons to see if that information came over. Plus, the screen has got so much white space. It could just, I feel like the screen could be more efficiently used, where you could have the name across the top.
Sure.
And it makes it a lot more, so like, I'd love to be able to pull this up and see the primary contact information and then secondary and third, all on this one screen, maybe side by side, so that I'd know if I've got that information entered for that person without having to click to all these different levels.
Right.
Does that make sense?
That does make sense. So one of the things that we, in the design of this, we purposefully did it this way, because if you're on a very small screen, we want to be able to see all those fields, and we go to more of a column format. If you're on a tablet, at a certain size, some of these things can adjust based off of the size of the device itself. Now, one thing that I think, I don't remember if it was you and I talked about it, or one of the other users, we did talk about allowing you to basically identify, once we implement the screen designer, allowing you to say, well, 2/3 of this screen I want to use for the address field, and then 1/3 I want to use for the phone number, email fields, and a lot, because each of these are individual field elements, and the design of this I have laid out, but it's not set in stone per se. It's just, this is the way I've got it laid out. Once we actually implement the layout designer for you guys, you'll kind of be able to go in there and design it however you want.
Yeah.
You mentioned, don't having the fields labeled. I'm not sure. Not having them labeled, I guess, could be an option. But I think we did have them labeled, but it was more like, phone number, colon, and then the field, but neither here nor there. I mean, those are things that we can certainly talk about adding or changing, some options on that displaying of each individual field.